Well, it's kind of makes me a little sad, but then, you know, it doesn't. I understand. Remember the guy that came to my house with his wife about, I don't know, it's been 2 months now maybe? Got a reading from my mom in person, him and his wife. They were blown away. Maybe my nose is itching right now. He had some silver. You know, we talk, text a little bit. He said, man, you know, I want to get more into the crypto game, man. I want to put more in there. I think I'm going to sell, you know, such and such, basically a quarter of what he had in silver. I'm thinking, hey, I can't blame you. Crypto's where all the action is happening. How can you stop somebody, honestly, from trying to make some money? And even if it means getting rid of some silver. I've said this before. So he gets back to where he lives. You know, we're still chatting days and days and weeks. And man, I'm think I'm gonna unload another quarter, which would mean half of his silver stash is gonna be sold off now. And again, not even gonna try to stop you. I understand, because remember the mindset: sell the silver or gold or whatever, get into cryptos, they go up, they double. You could literally take half of that out now, go buy your silver or gold back, the same exact amount, considering the price probably hasn't really changed much, and you have that same value over here in cryptos, which will now increase as they have been. You know, at least we hope, and of course hoping for the last 2 years, it's been going phenomenal, you know, with the cryptos. So he tells me not that long ago, fairly recently, man, I hate to do it, whatever. FYI, I sold all of it. All my silver, it's gone. Sold all of it. So when we started off selling a quarter of it, then another quarter, which is half. Gotta love an idiot on a bike and a crosswalk. Don't walk. I'll just go across anyways. Almost got crushed. But you didn't see that because the camera's facing me. And I don't know if you probably didn't hear it, but I heard him laugh, a little chuckle. You almost getting crushed by some car next to me. It's funny, like, really? Or he's kidding? So anyway, so he sold half, then realized, you know what? I've got to get in this. And he probably thought to himself, this is an opportunity that's presented itself. I've already seen what's happened this year, and it keeps going up. It keeps going up. I'm in the game. I've already made some money. It's looking good. However, my silver pile is still sitting here. It's not as valuable as anything else, really. Just keeps fluctuating. 16, 17, 18, back down to 16. 17, 18, back down to 16, 17, 18. $2 billion sold in gold today on the criminal COMEX market. Did any gold move anywhere? Nope. No, didn't move at all. Just some paper contracts flying around, you know, that old chestnut. Yet it sets the price. Again, CME Group, go ahead, create a futures contract, create a little derivatives contract for, you know, Bitcoin, to track Bitcoin prices, as they said. How are they going to try to rig the price? All these exchanges out there, Kraken, Coinbase, Gemini, all Poloniex, all these ones out there, there's a lot of exchanges. And essentially what the COMEX is doing is creating just a paper price to track, you know, paper contract that tracks the price of Bitcoin. And I thought it was supposed to be around the first week, maybe it's the second week now, I'm hearing. The 16th, I want to say someone said the 16th or so, somewhere around there. December. The COMEX or CME Group will have that contract out. And I can see one of two things happening. It helps push the price up to Bitcoin instantly because now some big money wants to play the game. But at the same time, a bunch of money flooding into the COMEX, how is that going to translate into the exchanges? Because these exchanges aren't exchanging what the COMEX has to offer, this paper contract. So I don't know what the hell is going to happen with that. You can see volatility over there, Bitcoin up, Bitcoin down, Bitcoin up, you know, crazy movements. Meanwhile, staring at the real Bitcoin price, it's, I hate to use the word, fairly stable, You know, in other words, 10,500 to 11,000 is like the daily movement of Bitcoin, but the COMEX, you know, the CME group's price is all over the place because all the traders are in and out and paper, you know, moving in and out, whatever. I don't know how that's going to go. I really don't. Thought, you know, it might start with the blast off and people make a tons of money, or it may start and crash. People get, you know, a bunch of people come out and instantly short it or something, you know. But that's again, that is the, what I like to call the criminal Wall Street stuff. The stuff we're supposed to stay away from, and they just can't help themselves. They can't help themselves. We got to get into everything we can get into. There's so much money in cryptos. Let's create one of our paper contracts that are meaningless. Don't do anything. Don't offer anything to the world. It does nothing. It's a bet on a bet. Oh, a bet on a bet. Well, that's an interesting. Oh, it's got super powerful usefulness in the world. Whatever. Come join the party. And all that big money that wants in, they can't get in yet. Right? These aren't securities exactly. There's no laws that allow them. You know, if your financial advisor can't advise you to get into cryptos because that's not a valid product, etc., that they're allowed to sell, really. Now, I understand. I've heard some things, some IRA things coming up, where you can kind of manage your own cryptos in like a certain kind of IRA or that kind of thing. But I don't have time for that nonsense, anyways. I'm over here playing the real deal, the real game. But the point of this video really was, oh man, done sold all his silver. But I've said it before, again, if I was biased, and if anybody in the entire YouTube community should be biased about silver and gold, really silver, I should at least be one of those people. If not, maybe the guy, at least one of them. Because Chris Dwayne, boy, woo, he don't want to hear nothing about no crypto, silver, Chris Dwayne, I hate to say it, but I am sorry about your luck. But I can understand. Everything behind him is gold and silver related. Kind of like Lynette Zhang has her, metals company she works for. It's in her best interest to constantly pump precious metals and poo-poo cryptos like she tries to continuously do. Lynette, sorry about your luck. Sorry. We're all going to make a bunch of money. Maybe you didn't see the RV I got. I didn't get that RV sitting on the silver, which hurts me because I wanted that damn silver to finally explode. And we're still waiting and still waiting. I still think it's going to happen. But when? And if the when is in 2 or 3, 4, 5 years from now, why do I want to sit here and let that time go by, right? When cryptos are staring me in the face saying you can make an enormous amount of money basically playing with these things. And then buy your silver back if you want. Buy the gold back if you want. Now you're giving the banksters a double whammy. They thought you were going to sell off all your gold and silver. Haha, we got it all back now. They're going to play this crypto game. That's fine. Let them make money. But then you said, well, I made so much money in cryptos. Boy, it sure wouldn't hurt to have some precious metals in my possession. The old 5,000-year-old rule of it, saving people's bacon a time or two and during collapses in the past. So then you go back and buy maybe even more gold and silver than you had to begin with crypto profits while maintaining additional crypto profits, right? That's a strategy you could do. But again, I, may say that some of you are probably going to say, sing with silver and gold done all these years, Joe. I'll be honest, I don't care what the hell happens with them. I'm into cryptos, and that's all I care about right now, and that's where I want the prices to, to really fly up, and it's in cryptos. That's all I care about. And again, you'd find me hard pressed to argue with you. It'd be pretty hard to argue with you. So, yeah, just there's a little quick video here. I want to talk about that briefly. Let me squeeze on up in here. Wondering why traffic is absolutely horrible. Got a freaking bus or something over here broke down. Some kind of box truck next to it broke down. What the? Needs to be powered by cryptos. See, you're powered by that old nasty diesel. If you were powered by cryptos, you would be just fine. Just kidding. Ain't no powering nothing by cryptos. So yeah, anybody that wants to sell, man, the silver, it's painful to hear, and a little bit painful, not really painful, but it's like, we got this stuff to protect ourselves. But it seemed like, again, after, because this could be a whole different story if Donald Trump didn't win and Hillary had won. No, guys, don't sell that precious metal. You want to hang on to that, with her in charge. But the thing is, it's just like, stock market keeps rising. They said there won't be a crash, you know. Even my mom, those of you that forgot, not that she, you know, predicts kind of future events or whatever, but she does her meditation. What she tells me, I do my meditations and prayer. That's what I do. I usually do it daily, and most of the time, nothing. It's just what I do. But then sometimes, bang, something comes in there. I got something to say. I just got this. Joe, one of the things, you are moving in 2 years. Mom, love you. Not a chance in hell am I leaving this house in 2 years. Joe, you are moving in 2 years. You will find something, quote unquote, better or whatever. You're going to like it. You're going to be able to sell that and get in a new one. You and your wife are going to be real happy. Really. California. Think she was pregnant with me. My sister was already born. Nightmares. Nightmares and more nightmares constantly. Fire falling from the sky. Fire falling from the sky. Waking up terrified. Telling my dad, we've got to move out of here. All right, give me some time. We'll get there. No, we've got to move out of here. Finally, if we don't move out of here, like urgently, I'm leaving. I will leave. All right, my dad says. They move out. My dad's in his little ice cream truck business. Large explosion. They look up. 2 planes collide. San Diego, California. Fireballs falling from the sky right where they used to live in the apartment complex. I was blown away by that story. My mom told me that. My dad verified. Yeah, she did that. Yep. And so anyways, she gets stuff sometimes, right? But normally that's not her thing. Her thing is to read people. However, when doing one of these little, you know, prayer / meditations, she said to me, and matter of fact, the guy I just told you about that sold the silver. He was there because he kind of did a follow-up ask about like the economy, because he's concerned too. Like, what about the economy? We're over here. Are we going to be moving? And this and that. She's answering all his questions and everything. But you know, I mean, she told him these things first, and he kind of asked some questions back. And she just come out and says, "Look, I don't see anything happening with the economy, the market stuff, the crash. If anything happens, it'll be, uh-oh, here it goes. It's going. And then, nope, never mind. Recovery, back on track." That kind of a thing. If anything happens, it'll get the gears rolling. Oh, there it goes. We're waiting for the crash. Oh, wait a minute, never mind. Recovery, back up. She said the same thing Lindsey Williams said, which my mom does not and has not ever listened to Lindsey Williams, FYI. Nor does she know the things he said, because I don't even talk to her about that stuff. But she said the same thing. As long as Donald Trump is in that White House, everything will just chug along. It'll just chug along. As long as that White House has Donald Trump in there. And me and this guy are both like, you know. But she wowed the hell out of him and his wife. So they're probably thinking, well, if she said that, I'm going to believe her. She just blew us away by telling us everything about our, you know, our lives and our kids and things that we're dealing with and everything. It's not a chance in hell she knew that. So if she says that to them, they probably just take it, yeah, okay, great, I believe her. Me, on the other hand, even though it's my mom and I know this stuff, it's still hard for me to believe. Every metric out there is screaming, we need a correction. Housing, rent, everything, the markets need a correction. Nope, ain't gonna let no correction happen. Everything's rigged. So whatever the hell they're doing, they're gonna do. Donald Trump's in charge. There ain't be no crash anytime soon. Again, September, October time frame, September, October. We're in December, folks. Not only September, October, November is coming on. We're now in December. Ain't no market crash. Ain't happening. And it makes you wonder why Janet Yellen, Federal Reserve head, I don't foresee a crash in our lifetimes anymore. You know, I don't think we'll have a crash anymore in our lifetimes. Really? What would make her say such a thing? Probably because she got the okay to just do whatever it takes to pump everything up. All right, buy the markets up, stock markets, everything, buy them all up. The main indexes, anyways. Or indices, as they call them. So whatever. Again, jump on the train. You saw my buddy Dan, our other friend Brian, we talked to you about. He was having trouble. Locked out of his account or something, so he came back there real quick. I logged in on my computer. Log in with your password. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Got it. Okay, let's put in your bank account numbers, the ones, you know, the 5 cents and 8 cents thing that comes in, boom, boom, got it. It accepted it. It wasn't accepting it on his phone. Boom, works fine. He's now approved. You can increase your limit if you upload your ID. Oh, let's do that. Boom. Then Dan comes back. Dan, give me your ID. Let's increase your limit on Coinbase just in case. Bang. Now he's jumping back in again. Thought he was tapped out, waiting for next week to come. Nope. You just got verified through your ID additionally, so there you go. Now you can play some more. So anyways, they're both in there now. They both bought it. Dan bought some more today, which is, you guys saw the video earlier. Today's Friday, I'm going home. And, you know, they're happy. My bosses from, you know, 2-3 months ago when they got in, 2 months, roughly. Oh boy, I don't even know if they've looked, because they don't tend to like look like you and I probably do daily and what's happening, you know. But I'm quite certain they're happy. So I'm going to end it now. Traffic is terrible. I'm about to change lanes and get on out of here.